Hallo und herzlich willkommen zur ersten Folge von Aces Combat 7 Skies Unknown. Okay. Ja, natürlich bin ich einverstanden. Nervig. Digga, ist das euer Scheiß Ernst? Einverstanden. Na endlich. Das hört sich besser an. Was für Deutsch? Hallo. Ach, das Spiel lädt. War das gesehen? Ich wollte schon sagen, geht es mal ein bisschen schneller hier? Natürlich Kampagne, was sonst? Neues Spiel. Ja, ich bin ja neu da. Littner Schaden, der unter bestimmten Umständen bei Bullenkollision. Okay. So, jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Also die Beschreibung von dem Spiel war schon mal vielversprechend. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt, wie es in der Praxis aussieht. Wenn es denn mal laden würde. What the?
Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful.
Jetzt
Then,
geht's los.
finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
Schön.
So, I flew up, straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that
Hä? Was ist passiert? Hallo? Game?
thing.
Ah. Hä? Was ist mit dem Game los, Digga?
Doing 30 Gs at
Junge, das ruckelt ja as fuck. Digga, Katze das überspringt, Digga, gar keinen Bock. What the fuck, Digga? Was ist mit diesem Game los? Digga, ich habe noch nie 7 Euro so in den Sand gesetzt, Digga. Überspringen. Digga. Boah. Digga, geht doch. Oh, na endlich. Da hätte ich doch wieder flüssig, Mann. Ja, scheiß mal auf Geschwindigkeit, ich brauche Wendigkeit. Da habe ich nur die. Einsatz.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
So, jetzt bin ich mal gespannt. Schalten Sie die feindlichen Bomber aus. Yes, sir. Das machen wir doch. Vielleicht sind die 7 Euro doch nicht so in den Sand gesetzt, wie ich dachte.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Golem Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Your situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party.
Ooh.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Golem Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. No, looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Golem 4 understood.
Roger, Roger.
Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your roadman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2.
Mit Kreisfeucht-Raketen.
See if you can locate the enemy.
Junge. Wie habe ich nochmal Kamera gewechselt? Scheiße!
There it is, sitting there all
Ah.
pretty, just waiting to be taken.
So. Junge, einfach besser als Battlefield. 2042 natürlich.
Way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round.
Those clouds.
All escorts form up for another attack. Point is 835.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
So.
Target confirmed down. Good, Mage 2.
Mashallah, das Game
Mage 2.
bockt.
Target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely got his feet wet.
Zieh hoch, zieh hoch, zieh hoch! Einmal bitte um 180 Grad drehen. Thank you very much. So. Ah, da sind sie doch. Wie habe ich nochmal an sich geändert? Das Viereck? X? Nee. R3? Ja, R3. Gut. Target.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Viereck.
Mage 2 locked.
Wechseln Sie Waffen mit Viereck. Mit Spezialwaffen können Sie Oberwaffen gewinnen. Erstmal Waffen mit Viereck wechseln, habe ich schon gemerkt. Junge, ich sage euch so, wie es ist, seid ihr gut in GTA, dann seid ihr auch automatisch in dem Game gut. Mein Gut ist relativ, ne, aber... Scheiße! Ich habe schon wieder vergessen, wie man Cockpit an sich wechselt. R3, ne? Ja. Also für alles ist R3. Bild, scheiße. Mann, ich feuer andere Raketen ab.
Missile launched.
Firing.
Knock him out with your special weapon. Use it when you need to.
We've done enough damage to the harbor to carry our edge enemy fleet. Drop payload on installations and
Scheiße. Echt schon nervenlos, dieser Beruf.
making hostile mark.
Und viel Spaß damit. Touch it down. Good job. Sollte mehr auf Minimap achten. Das Game bockt.
You're almost out of special weaponry.
Wie viel hab ich noch? Ja, dann muss ich holen. Ja, dann muss ich wohl mit MG. Bin ich Crash, ich lebe doch noch. Naja, gut. Vom letzten Kontrollpunkt natürlich. Flugoption. Flugsystem. Experte. Gleichzeitig beschleunigen. Drosseln, linker Stick. Beschleunigen, drosseln, linker Stick. Lass mal. Vibration, safe an. Sonst ist das ja nicht annähernd so realistisch. Es gibt normal, wenn es hier dann normal. Typ A. Anzeige. Funkverkehr Untertitel. Ne, braucht kein Schwein. Zumindest ich nicht.
H2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Going for understood.
Roger, Roger.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot. So I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so...
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Achso,
There
ich
it
hab schon wieder
is.
Schock
They're all
umgerührt.
pretty, just waiting to be taken.
So wie GTA schon. Man sieht ja viel.
Device formation in the clouds.
Wie sie sehen, sehen sie nicht. Und warum sie nicht sehen, sehen sie gleich.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Searching target.
Watch out for the support aircraft. I'm maneuver behind the enemy.
Mage 2, missile away.
Wow. Und gut.
Target is hit.
Man fliege eine Salto und möge dabei schießen. Man bleibe über Kopf, um ausweichen zu können.
Dodged it. Behind one. Box 2.
Hit.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2.
Ja,
Mage 2,
boah, ich hätte direkt
targets
in
in
die Richtung
range.
bleiben
Pair
können.
bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Oha, ich hab ihn getroffen. Mashallah, Digga.
Target lock. Firing.
Da hinten kommen schon die nächsten. Gestatten Sie, ich gestatte. Weapon 2. Ja. Immer zuerst auf die
Trigger, don't forget your
Hinten.
special weapon.
Page 2, locking.
Knock him out with your special weapon. Use it when you need to.
Jede wenn du nie zu. Das Game bockt mega. Autopilot? Nein, Autopilot brauche ich nicht. Achso, Autopilot ist L1 gedrückt halt hier übrigens. Die unter mir. Komm schon. Ups, falsche Richtung würde ich auch tun. Ah, wir sind so doof.
Page 2, missile launch.
Hit. Maschallah, aber auch diese Grafik, ne?
Locked. Page 2, target down.
Gehört. Aber in Real Life würden die Bomber, die schicken ja gerade alles, was sie haben. In Real Life würden die ihre Bomber niemals mit so wenig Eskorte schicken. Es sei denn, es sind B2. Für die, die nicht wissen sollten, was eine B2 ist. B2 sind Zahnklappenbomber. Verfehlt, shit. MSL, okay. MiG 21, check ich jetzt erst. So, da muss man was jagen.
Page 2, missile launch.
Boah, Digga, das Game bockt übelst. Ein Mist ist das jetzt mal so ein Spiel. Oder auch nicht.
Page 2, locked.
So, kommen wir zu dir, du kleinen nicht so netten Menschen. Scheiße, wo gingen die denn hin? Gerade halten, gerade halten. Komm schon, komm schon, komm schon, komm schon, komm schon. Über mir? Noch weiter? Na komm. Bin ich jetzt überhaupt gerade? Junge, verfolgt der Typ mich? Tatsache. Ist so. Hä, wo ist denn der Typ? Ah, hier.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Whoa there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Where are you, my little bomber? So. Er wird nicht so tief liegen, ist ja dumm. Wird hier irgendwo vor mir sind gleich auftauchen. Vom Radarschirm. Ja, da ist er doch. Das sind sogar 2. Ein MiG 21 und eine TU-95. Ich gehe zuerst mit dem MiG.
Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
Der hat kassiert, Digga.
Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus. This is the
Got
kind of
him.
shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
TU-160, MiG 21, MiG 21, MiG 21, TU-160. Komm. Waffe 2. Wow, that's nice. Good to know.
Don't let them destroy the harbor! Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire!
What?
I have to break!
Was ist los? What? Da war nichts drauf?
Enemy's got a lock.
Ja, scheiße. Wo ist denn der Hund?
Mage 2, missile launch.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
Oh!
They can burn with their own
Mit dem Radar kann ich mich tatsächlich besser anfreunden.
hesitating for a split second.
Eigentlich, aber...
Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger, Roger.
Mage 2, one remaining.
shit. Yeah, I got this, man. Where is he? Where's this stupid bastard? Lock. Hit.
Bomber hit by a missile.
Scheiße. Na geht doch. Das ist jetzt so schwer. Wo ist denn der Typ? Ah, da ist er doch. Scheiße, die 4M ist leer. Ach komm, wollte schon sagen, willst du schon wieder auf mich scopen? Also mich anvisieren. Ich brauche schon wieder viel zu lang für diesen Scheiß hier. Dankeschön.
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Mission completed.
Go with Mage 2. Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Gollum Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Gollum 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Ja, und jetzt?
I am Princess Rosa Grisette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
What the fuck? Achso, okay. GG.
Call sign is Page 2. Verify and read back. Page 2, clear for takeoff. Situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that
Warum gibt's eine Wiederholung? Ich brauche keine Wiederholung. High Power Air-to-Air Missile. Ah, starke Luft-zu-Luft-Raketen in hoher Zerstörkraft erfordert. Okay. Mission 1 im Kampagnenmodus abgeschlossen. Mashallah.
We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk.
Oh.
We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Usian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Achso, das bin ich. Das Flugzeugschema wurde im Kampagnenmodus freigeschaltet. Upgrade-Teile im Kampagnenmodus ausrüsten. Ja, das hat man doch gerne. Mission verlassen. Erstmal. So, dann Story fortsetzen.
As of 1 p.m.
Okay.
today,
Ja, das
the
hat mir gar
Kingdom
nichts
of
gebracht.
Erusia
Wow.
has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the
Buddy.
fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usia,
Es
has
sieht
been
nicht gut aus.
seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers.
Ouch.
No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
Hä? Jetzt check ich gar nichts mehr. Warum wurde die jetzt abgeballert?
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived.
Oh, ist aber schade.
I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Ja, F.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too.
Wenn ich mich
We
nicht
headed
komplett
out
irre,
down
ist das eine
south for several
F-35.
days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of
Oder? Warte
kilometers
mal,
from
ich guck mal eben
Erusia,
nach.
on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell.
Nicht F-36.
It had 3 rusty
35.
patrol boats. And the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine
mal.
guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard.
Ja, keine F-35, könnte eine F-16 sein.
This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on
Auch
base.
nicht.
but half the tanker trucks were just big
Keine Ahnung.
balloons. And the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape.
Ja, logisch, hat jeder
They
versucht, glaube
found out and set the dogs on me.
ich. Uh-oh. Charge the enemy. Okay, okay.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Yusian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Let's go. Okay. Flugzeugschema. Aha. Ah, verstehe. Okay. Ah, MiG 29. Ah. Okay. Ah, eine Sam. Eine SL, nicht eine Sam. F. Sodele. Sodele. Mission starten, würde ich sagen. Ja, die ist aber halt immer noch in allen besser, ne? Aber ich sehe gerade, ich habe gar nicht mehr so viel Zeit. Mal wieder, entschuldigt. Das heißt, das war's erstmal mit der heutigen Folge. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Lasst gerne ein Abo und ein Like da. Bis dann, tschüss mit Ö.